Hello, and welcome to another video on Python programming. My name is Zek, and in this video we'll be talking about dictionaries in Python and exploring some of the basic things you can do with them. So first we'll start off with what is a dictionary. A dictionary is a collection of key-value pairs that can be accessed using the keys as indices. They are equivalent to mappings in other programming languages. Dictionaries are denoted by curly braces, and each key-value pair is separated by a colon. So there are a couple different ways you can declare dictionaries in Python. One of them is to use the dict keyword with open and close parentheses to create an empty dictionary. And for this, we have our person is equal to an empty dictionary. So another way to create a dictionary in Python is to use these open and close curly braces. And inside these curly braces, you will provide a key followed by a colon, and then a value, and then comma separate between more than one key value pair. And you can see here that we can provide a key with any kind of value. So we have the name, which goes to a string. We have age, which goes to an integer. We can also specify numbers as keys and even booleans as keys and values too. So now that we have a dictionary, let me show you what you can do with it. Well, first off, we can index a dictionary. So first up, to access a value in a dictionary, we can use a key as an index. For example, if we want to get the name of this person dictionary, we can print the person with an open and close bracket, and then provide the key that we want to get the value for. So in this case, we're passing name, so this will return out John. So if we go ahead and run this file, you can see that it does print out John. And if the key doesn't exist and you try to access it, then it will throw an error. So in this case, if we try to access the occupation key, you can see that it's not in our dictionary up here. So if we go ahead and run this, it throws a key error for occupation since that does not exist in our dictionary. We can get around this by calling the .get method on top of the dictionary. This will try to get the key, and if for some reason it can't get it, it will return a none value. That way it doesn't throw an error. So if we go ahead and run this, it does return none. And you can provide a second argument to return instead of none if the key doesn't exist. So for example, if we do comma and then a no occupation string, we'll go ahead and run this, and instead of none, it does print out no occupation. We can also add new key value pairs to the dictionary. So for example, let's say we want to add the key occupation. So we'll go ahead and set that equal to software engineer. This will go ahead and set this new key to this new value and include it whenever we try to access it. So now if we go ahead and print the person of the key occupation, we can see that it does print software engineer since we included that in there. So one thing to note is dictionaries are immutable, so we can update their values. Let's go ahead and throw an example. So let's say we want to update the value of this person's name to something else. So we can go ahead and say their name is equal to Bob now. And if we go ahead and print the person's name, we can see that it did print out Bob. Another thing we can do is we can clear the dictionary completely using the .clear method. So here I have it to where it's printing out our person before we call clear, then we call the .clear method, and then we print it again to see what the output is after. So if we go ahead and run this, we can see that originally printing out first has all of our key values in it. After we clear it, it prints out an empty dictionary. We can also delete key value pairs from a dictionary using the del keyword. For example, let's say we want to delete the location of this person. We can say del of person location and it will delete it from our dictionary. So we go ahead and run this. We can see that before we deleted it, it has the location keyword, and after that, it does not have it anymore. Alternatively to deleting, if we want to get the value at this and delete at the same time, we can call .pop. So we can say our value is equal to person.pop, and we'll specify the key we want to pop. It will give us the value from there, so it'll return us New York. We'll go ahead and print our person to see the new updated dictionary and the value that we popped from it. So if we go ahead and run this, we can see that the first time we print it, we have the location key value pair. The second time we do not, and we have the New York value returned to us. If we want to see how many key value pairs our dictionary has, we can use the length keyword on top of our dictionary. So here we're printing out the length of our person. And whenever we go ahead and run it, it does print out 3 since there are 3 key value pairs. If we ever just want to see what keys are in our dictionary, we can use the .keys open and close parentheses function. This will return just a list of keys from this dictionary. So whenever we go ahead and run it, we can see that we have the dict keys of a name, age, and location. We can also do the same thing just to get the values from our dictionary by calling the .values method. And if we go ahead and run this, you can see it prints the dict values of John, 30, and New York as what we have up here. If we want to get each key value pair individually, we can call the .items method. Whenever we go ahead and run this, it does return a dict items of a list of tuples of key value, key value, key value. This is very useful for looping, and we'll get to that in a later video. Alright, and that's a basic introduction to dictionaries in Python. With dictionaries, we can store and manipulate data in a way that's both powerful and easy to use. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a comment and subscribe for more.